All right. Now that the play-in tournament is finally over, we are now waiting for the NBA playoffs to come. It's just gonna come in a few hours. So while we wait, I'm gonna tell you my predictions of what's gonna happen in the playoffs. Um, and if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But these are my predictions, not yours. So don't be bitching in the comments, okay? All right. So we're gonna start off with the Eastern Conference since they finished first. They finished the bracket first. So we're gonna start off with the Bucks and the Heat. Okay. I'll give the Bucks 5 games to beat Miami. Okay. Because if Chicago were to win, it would have been a sweep. It would have been a sweep. Just a fucking sweep. But I feel like Miami might win one game. Maybe I think because I feel like Jimmy Butler might have like this one big game and everyone will just play well for like one game, but for the rest it's gonna be like it's like Giannis would just fucking destroy them all, in the next in not in the next well yeah in the next 4 games. I feel like Miami might win game one, but then Milwaukee would just destroy them in the next 4 games. All right, and then up next is the Cavs and the Knicks. Yes, the Cavs and the Knicks. Donovan Mitchell versus Jalen Brunson, round two, but this time in the Eastern Conference. Um, Now, as a Knicks fan, I am really fucking happy that the Knicks are back in the NBA playoffs, man. I just hope we don't have another embarrassing series like the Hawks because, like, I mean, we didn't get swept, but it just felt like we were the laughing stock of the playoffs in 2021. But this time I feel like we could actually win this series, but it will not be easy at all. Like I feel like my team is gonna win in 7 against Cleveland. Cleveland is gonna be outstanding in the playoffs. They're gonna play really really hard, especially having Mobley and Allen at the front court, just fucking blocking shots and shit. That's gonna fuck with us for real. But I feel like we have a really good coach in Thibodeau, and even though he can be a little controversial with his decisions, really, um, he's still a really good coach, a defensive minded coach. Um, but yeah, I feel like the Knicks beat the Cavs in 7 games. It will not be easy, but I'm pretty sure my team will play a lot better and they would overcome the Twin Towers of Allen, Mobley, and of course the superstar scorers of Mitchell and Garland. All right, so I got Knicks in 7 on that. The next one, Philly and Brooklyn. Now, a lot of people say that's going to be a sweep. I think that Philadelphia is going to win in 6. I feel like Brooklyn will surprise a lot of people, especially having Mikal Bridges um, being the new star of Brooklyn. And you also have some defensive, yeah, you have some defensive guys too, nice defensive guys. You have Dorian Finney-Smith, you have Royce O'Neal, you also have Joe Harris who could shoot too. Um, I mean, Joe Harris, not like what he used to be, but who knows? It's the playoffs. It could be anything. It could happen. You also have Spencer Dinwiddie, who knows he knows what it's like to be part of a Brooklyn culture. You know. Um, so yeah, even though I think Philly's gonna beat the Nets because Philly and beat is playing like an MVP. I have him as my MVP. It used to be Jokic, but the Nuggets, I didn't know what the hell was going on with the Nuggets, like around in March, like they had like this losing streak, and when they were having a losing streak, Embiid was just playing like a fucking like he was like this generation Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. But yeah, I mean, it should be kind of obvious. I think the Sixers will beat the Nets in the first round, but it won't be easy. I have Philly in six, and the last one, Celtics and Hawks. That's a sweep. That's a sweep. That's easy. That's easy work for Tatum. That's easy work for Jalen Brown. That's easy work for Horford, especially going against his former team. That's easy work. The Hawks are kind of dysfunctional right now. I feel like I feel like it might be like one game where it's like really close, but I think the Celtics will still win that one. So yeah, I got the Celtics. I got the Celtics winning that. So moving on to the semifinals, we got the Bucks and the Knicks. Fuck, we losing five. We losing five. That I mean, if we make it to the semis going against the Bucks, and we win at least one game, I'll be proud. But there's no way. I mean, Giannis will fuck us all to death in 5 games. So yeah. So the Bucks will move on to the conference finals. For the Celtics and the Sixers, that will be a legendary series right there, man. If it happens, Boston is gonna win in seven, but it's gonna be a crazy series. I hope it's a crazy series because it's. I mean, the Celtics and Sixers, they had a long history, long playoff history, like back in the fucking 60s. You know what I'm saying? 60s, 70s, 80s. They were always rivals. And if we see the Celtics and Sixers in the second round, that's going to be really cool to watch. All right. And Celtics and Bucks in the conference finals. Nobody is talking about the great rivalry of the Celtics and Bucks in recent NBA, like in the recent NBA. Like people saying, "Oh, there's no rivalry." The Celtics and Bucks are a rivalry, bro. Because every time they play against each other, it's always like a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because I think 2018 the Celtics beat the Bucks in the first round, and then the next year the Bucks beat the Celtics, and then 3 years later, 2022, the Celtics beat the Bucks, which I didn't know. I thought that the Bucks won. I thought the Bucks was gonna win that series, but yeah, the Celtics. Even though they don't have a player like Giannis, like even though they don't have a unicorn type of player, they're probably one of the smartest teams in the league. But I think this time Giannis and the Bucks will learn from last year and actually beat the Celtics in seven. Drew Holiday got better. They got Middleton this time, and yeah, I think the Bucks will make it to the NBA Finals. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the West. First seed Denver, 8th seed Minnesota. Now, I feel like this is a 5 game series, and Denver's gonna beat Minnesota. I mean, you have the Twin Towers, Gobert and Towns, but I don't know. I mean, you don't. I mean, they don't have Jalen McDaniel or Jaden McDaniel. Jalen plays for Philly, but Jaden McDaniels, he's injured. Nas Reed is injured, so not having those two guys could hurt them, or would hurt them. So Denver, they're gonna beat the Timberwolves in five. Um, was 4th seed. I'm trying to think. Who was the 4th seed? I literally just. Okay, Denver, Memphis, Sacramento. Okay, Clippers and Suns. Um, the Suns are gonna beat the Clippers in six. That's gonna be really, that's gonna be a fun series to watch. KD versus Westbrook in a playoff series. What the fuck? But bro, the Suns will beat the Clippers. I think they'll beat them in 6 games. But either way, the Suns will beat the Clippers. I mean, you're talking about Paul George injury, and without him, they probably won't. I don't know. I don't think they would, have a chance to pass the first round against Phoenix. So Phoenix in 6. Sacramento versus Golden State. That will be a fun series to watch because we haven't seen, bro. The last time the Kings was in the playoffs, my brother wasn't even born yet. It's about time that the Kings made the playoffs and they're facing the defending champions. And I like the Kings. All the like the beam shit, all that's cool and all, but they're gonna lose in 7 against Golden State. They have all the offense in the world, but their defense, oh my god, the Warriors will murder the Kings' defense, absolutely murder. You know, I think the Kings might win some games. It could be challenging. The reason why I say 7 games is because that the Warriors, they're kind of weird because they lose games that they were not supposed to lose in, but they still lost. I feel like it's gonna happen in this playoff series as well. They're gonna lose some games, but I think they'll win in 7 still and move on. Then we got the Grizzlies and the Lakers. Believe it or not, I'm going to have to go with the Lakers on this one. And they're going to beat the Grizzlies in 7. If there's one thing that the Grizzlies are not good at is rebounding. That will murder them. The Lakers will take advantage of their weakness of rebounding. Because Jaren Jackson Jr., even though he's a really good defender, Jaren Jackson Jr. is not a good rebounder for a defensive big. Like he averages like 6 rebounds a game. Like you expect a guy who's not only an all-star, but he's a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year, and he doesn't average a lot of rebounds. He only averages like 6 rebounds. Like. But who knows? Maybe if the Grizzlies, if the coach Taylor Jenkins, if he starts Triple J at center, maybe his rebounding might go up. I don't know, but either way, the reason why I think the Lakers are going to beat the Grizzlies. I mean, come on, bro. They have LeBron James. They have a man pushing 40, averaging 30 points, and then they got Anthony Davis, a guy in his prime, who makes everything in the paint. Every time AD's in the paint, he'll make it 100%. Then you have Austin Reeves, who can't miss really and always draws fouls. You have Schroeder, who played well in the play-in tournament. You have a lot of guys. Jared Vanderbilt, fucking crazy ass defender. I mean, the Lakers are gonna win this series, bro. I mean, I don't care what anyone says, but the Lakers will beat the Grizzlies in 7. And that's just what I think. So we're gonna go back up top. Denver versus Phoenix. This actually might be a really tough series, but I'm gonna have to go with Phoenix in 6, because Phoenix got to be the most complete team in the league. Like they have they have 2 unstoppable scorers. They have a nice playmaker, a big that's like everywhere on the glass, in the paint. Then you have 2 good defenders in the Koji. No, you have a Koji, Craig, and Wainwright, who are all like big, strong defenders, wing defenders. Then you have Cameron Payne, who's flashy point guard. Has that weird jumper that works. But yeah, Phoenix will beat the Nuggets in 6. It's gonna be a cool series to watch, but Phoenix get that one. Now the Warriors and the Lakers. Oh boy, LeBron versus Curry. If that shit happens, man, get your popcorn ready. Make sure you have your popcorn before. Like if the Lakers and Warriors, If they make it to the semis, play against each other in the semis, get your fucking popcorn, bro, because it will be a fucking movie. And just like 2016, I'm gonna have to go with LeBron in seven. LeBron and the Lakers beating the Warriors in seven. Even though, Curry be shooting shit all the time, I feel like I don't know. I mean, it just seems like 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 in any team that LeBron is on, the role players play their best. You know what I'm saying? And but who's gonna guard Curry? That's gonna be a problem. That's why I say Lakers in seven. But I still feel like, yeah, even though Curry might be unstoppable, he did score 50 points and still lost. So Curry could score all he wants, but if they don't win. I mean, I still got the Lakers. Curry could average 40 points and they can still lose because they aren't they like number one on defense. Well, probably top five defensive team. So yeah, I got the Lakers winning that one. I'm not a Lakers fan at all. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling that like the Lakers, it's like they're out for revenge or some shit. But yeah, I got the Lakers being the Warriors in seven. So that would just leave with the Suns and the Lakers. Now, I did say that the Lakers were going to make the finals. However, I forgot about the Suns. I legitimately forgot about the Suns. And I think the Suns will beat the Lakers in five. LeBron will go as far, like, I think the ceiling for the Lakers is the conference finals because the Suns are just, they look complete. They look like a complete team. The Suns are beating the Lakers in five, and they're going to the NBA Finals, which means that it will be a rematch from 2 years ago, the Bucks and the Suns. But this time the Suns have Kevin Durant. That will be a fun series. Bucks and five. Bucks and five. Look, even though KD looks unstoppable, even though they have like have good defenders, it's just that Milwaukee's more complete. I feel like Milwaukee's the more complete team. I feel like their role players is just too damn good. Bobby Portis, Joe Ingles, Pat Connaughton, Brooke Lopez, who like how the fuck is Brooke Lopez at 35 years old playing his best? Like this is his best year. Not like stat wise, but like his career wise, because they're winning a lot of games and he's playing well, and it's because of a lot of it's because of him. Um, but yeah, I got Bucks. The Bucks are winning the championship. Either way, it doesn't matter like who wins in the West. The Bucks will fuck every team that comes to them, and no pause because I mean it's Giannis, bro. I mean Giannis he'll just spin and dunk on three guys in one time. He'll average 35, 14, and 7, and he'll win a second championship. And yeah, we're gonna lose to a championship team. So the Bucks. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can make your own bracket all you want, bro. You could say, oh, the Grizzlies are gonna win, or the Warriors gonna win, or the Celtics they're gonna win this time. I feel like no matter what happens, no matter who wins a series or who loses a series or what happens, the Bucks will win. The Bucks will just win. So yeah, that's my predictions. Um, I'm gonna type on my iPad all of the I'm just to shorten it. I'm gonna like do like like a recap of what I said about the my predictions of the playoffs. So yeah, here it is. All right, so here's the recap of my playoff predictions right here. Um, yeah, I think this will be a really fun postseason. I might be wrong on a lot of these, but we'll see. What I do know is this will be a really fun playoffs. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to. I'm not going to force you to do it, but yeah.